Famicom Friday.
Famicom Friday.
SEGA Saturn
バーザファイターとファイティングバイパーズってどっちが強いんですか？
というわけでできましたファイターズメガミックス。
どっちですか？
What's up, everybody? It's Kevin here from Happy Beard Games, and today is a Friday, a Famicom Friday. Now, on my recent Famicom Fridays, and on this Famicom Friday, and in the near future's Famicom Fridays too, I'm doing a SEGA Saturn kick, but these are all Japanese region SEGA Saturn games, because Famicom Friday is basically just quick plays and little let's plays and little introductions into Japanese region games. This is a game called Fighters MEGAMIX. I don't really know too much about this one. It looked pretty cool. I think it's a Virtua Fighter game, a series in the Virtua Fighter series, or a spin-off of Virtua Fighter. I don't really know that much about the game. I'll have more information about it in this video in a little bit, but let's just look at the box. So we've got the artwork there. Once again, Japanese SEGA Saturn games have different boxes than their North American counterparts, which have tall boxes, similarly to the very first line of PlayStation 1 games. We're going to take a look at the manual, and then we're going to jump in with the game. So let's take out the manual from here. It's not a super big manual, and there's no other extras included. Sometimes they have the spine protector, spine label, and other things inside. Oh, okay, that's what it is. It's Virtua Fighter versus Fighting Vipers. Now, I've played Fighting Vipers, I believe on the Sega Dreamcast a long time ago. I don't remember it. But Virtua Fighter, I've never really played too much. I played Virtua Fighter 2 on the Genesis version, which was not completely really 3D at all, but the arcade version was 3D, so the Genesis version is different from what I know. So I did play Virtua Fighter briefly. I'm more of a Street Fighter guy. The next page has history of Virtua Fighter and Fighting Vipers. So it talks about in 1983, December specifically, Virtua Fighter 1 for arcade came out. So this is actually not that far off from the first Virtua Fighter game. I didn't realize that they came out so closely to one another. In 1994, Virtua Fighter 2 came out on this arcade. Virtua Fighter 1 came out on Sega Saturn. I didn't even know Virtua Fighter 1 was on the Saturn, so that's pretty cool. In 95, Fighting Vipers came out on arcade, and Virtua Fighter 2 came out on the Sega Saturn. They don't talk about the Sega Genesis version at all in here, which is kind of interesting because I know there's a Sega Genesis version, and I know it probably came out probably around 94, 95, I'm assuming. So let's see, we got Virtua Fighter Kids, which is the arcade, in the arcade. We got the Sega Saturn came out a little bit later. Fighting Vipers came out on Sega Saturn the same year in 96. Virtua Fighter 3 came out on arcades in 96. And now, the December Fighters MEGAMIX from the Sega Saturn is here in your hands. But also, I do want to point out, I have played Virtua Fighter, I think, 4. It was on the PlayStation 2, briefly. I remember there's like a snow stage. It was similar to Dead or Alive. There's some information about the title screen, menus, options, controls. It is a fighting game. Lots of control, combos. I'm assuming they're going to have like a combo list for each character, but I don't know. Just skimming through the manual real quick. We've got different modes, one-player mode, versus team battle, training, survival, lots of different modes. Now, I was disappointed with the game Darkstalkers, which we did in a past Famicom Friday, which is another fighting game by Capcom instead. I was a little disappointed with that one. It was just the arcade mode on that. With Street Fighter 02, we also did that one as well. That one was a little bit better. It had a survival mode, which is pretty cool. I went through that on my own time, but I also did story arcade mode on the actual video. So in this game, we're not going to do all the modes. We're going to check out the full like arcade mode at least. There's another thing about like the game screens, like the HUD and stuff. Here is the characters, and I'll have some close-ups of this from the manual. We've got the character Bon. I guess is the main character from Fighting Vipers. He looks like basically like he has like one of the JoJo characters' hat. I just think it's Jotaro's hat. So we also got Akira, which I know from Virtua Fighter's main character, which it says is actually from Virtua Fighter 2. So we got Akira and Bon. Looks like each page has a character from Fighting Vipers, as well as Virtua Fighter 2. We've got Jackie from Virtua Fighter 2, and Raxel, who looks like a Fist of the North Star character from Fighting Vipers. Next page, got Lao and AkumaChan, which is that bear. That's a bear with a tattoo and a yellow cowboy hat. Interesting. AkumaChan. And then we've got Sun from Virtua Fighter 2. I keep saying Street Fighter, but we've got Honey from Fighting Vipers. I recognize her, and Pi. I recognize her from Virtua Fighters. Grace. I don't remember Grace from Fighting Vipers. She looks pretty cool. Sarah. I remember Sarah from Virtua Fighter. She's an iconic character. And Jane. There's actually a lot more female characters than I remember in this game series. Fighting Vipers. Mainly from Fighting Vipers. There's a couple from Virtua Fighter. Cage or Kage. I believe it's Kage from Virtua Fighter 2. And then Tokyo. Spelled differently than the city, but Tokyo with an I instead of a Y. We got Lion and Picky. Lion and Picky. Picky kind of looks like Mega Man, but I think it's more like a football armor. Got Jeffrey. There's a lot of characters. Sandman. Not Sandman. Sanman. Sanman or Sandman. And we got Wolf. Okay, that's a lot of characters. Got the last character is Dural from Virtua Fighter, which just looks like a blank character. He doesn't have any detail on him. It's just blank. We got BM from Fighting Vipers, which looks like a snake helmet guy. A little picture of Sonic back here. In a slightly different pose than your typical Sonic the Hedgehog pose, but it looks like a classic Sonic picture. And then that's about it. There's the back cover art for the manual itself. Pretty cool. Let's jump in with the game and let's play, and let's start this video of Famicom Friday right here on Happy Beard Games. And we're playing, once again, Fighters MEGAMIX, which is a crossover between Virtua Fighter and Fighting Vipers. So let's jump in. We're currently on the Sega Saturn. I don't know if I showed this in a video. I feel like I have. We're on the Sega Saturn home menu, which has like basically just a CD player with some other options. Let's start the application. It's loading up. I've got my controller. I'm not using the arcade stick today. I kind of regret not doing the arcade stick mod or anything like that. I kind of regret using the arcade stick for my Darkstalkers video. It was a little clickier than I expected. Alright, we've got Sega, AM2, AM R&D department, Fighters MEGAMIX, press start button. We're going to watch the intro cutscene first together. Sega Enterprise 996. Ooh, I don't know if this is a later release for the Saturn. Did the Saturn come out in 96? No, I think it came out in like 94. It's got a little bit of a demo we're playing here, but there should be an intro cutscene here. RMF after we start. The Duck Corporation. The Duck Corporation. This might be the intro cutscene. Yep, there we go. We got Akira, and I don't remember his name, but he looks like a Joe's Bizarre Adventure character. He's not. He's from Fighting Vipers. Got all these characters here. This is very reminiscent of like early PlayStation 1 cutscenes, and of course early Sega Saturn FMVs, which this is on the Saturn. She looks like a character from Aliens. He's a Big Mother. Is that what it says on the back of his shirt? Big Mother? Weird. Got Sarah there. Pretty cool. I like this that smile. Pretty cool. Kage. Pretty jamming tune too. I actually like the music more than I like the art style. Now, Virtua wasn't just Virtua Fighters, but I think Virtua Fighters was the first Sega game to use the Virtua title, because there's Virtua Tennis, there's Virtua Cop, where it's like a light gun shooter game. I played Virtua Cop probably more than Virtua Fighter, but I think it's all like kind of like the same shtick series that Sega was going for. Alright, here we go. Fighters MEGAMIX. We're pressing start. Let's see what we've got. Oh, it's in English. That's great. One-player modes. This is also in the manual too. One-player mode, survival mode, versus mode, which is your friend, I think. It can also probably be like versus, like just without being arcade. Team battle. That's a cool thing to have. I don't know if it's actually like a tag team or if it's just like a group, but that's pretty cool. Training mode, of course. Record or record and options. Check out record. Check out your records there. Okay, I wasn't sure if it meant record, like save your data, but what do I got here? Those are the defaults. Let's get out of here. How do I get out of here? B button doesn't do anything. C is accept. Why is C accept? How do I get out of here? I'm honestly at a loss. Okay, you press Y for some reason instead of B to get out of there. Okay, let's check out the options real quick. Okay. Looks like you got some BGM test, announcers, an effect test. Let's get out of here. Let's just go to one-player mode. We probably won't do survival or the other team battle modes on this video today. It's kind of interesting. This is one of two that I know of that are full 3D video games on the Sega Saturn. Every other game I have is like two-dimensional, pretty much, or mainly two-dimensional. So you can see we've got all the characters, all the fighters from the manual that we looked at. Akira, Pai, Lao, Wolf, Grace, Bon, Raxel, and Tokyo, which once again is spelled different than the city. Piki, Honey, Jane, Sanman, Jackie, Sarah, Kage, Jeffrey, wait, that's all looped. It's kind of weird how like the selector is on the character. It almost looks like an arrow pointing to the next character, but it's not. Shun, Lion, Dural, Mahler, and BM, and AkumaChan. Now, it looks like we've got a bunch of other unlockable characters here, too, that were not in the manual either, so they're completely secret unlockable characters, which is really cool to have those, too. I could choose Akira. You know, I probably should choose Akira. If we die, or get a KO, or game over, or whatever, I'll probably switch to Sarah. I kind of want to try out some of the other characters, but let's just start with Akira, because he's the main character. Basically the Ryu of this series. We got the option to choose rounds. I think this is time right here. I'm going to turn time to hopefully infinite and set it up that way. I don't like time limits on... Oh, wait. Oh, back, I guess. I don't like time limits on fighting games. I know I've mentioned this before. Wait, what the heck? That's weird that it made me choose the character twice. I don't know why that is. You can actually choose who you want to fight against. You can do Novice, Virtua Fighter characters, Viper characters, or all-female characters called the Girls Course. Interesting. Well, I'm going to choose... I kind of want to just do Novice. It's the very first one, anyways. Oh, did I mess this up? No, that's the same. Maybe it's that one. No? Okay, I guess I was doing the right thing. Or, what? Pressing start every time. Let's just go to that. Oh, you just press A. Start is option, not continue. I don't know why I thought it was continue. Loading. Please wait. We got a little bit of load times here. Well, that's cool, that jet flying over. Now, this is definitely superior to the Sega Genesis. Okay, I've got A to block. Looks like X was a grab. See, I'm not familiar with the Virtua Fighter series at all. I always remembered it being a little more like Dead or Alive than a Street Fighter. And maybe more like a Tekken, too. I could be wrong, because Dead or Alive has its own unique controls that are very different than like Tekken. Tekken I played a lot, Dead or Alive I played a lot, even more recently I played it more. Ooh, that did a lot of damage to me. Okay, so we gotta focus a little more this time. I like the replay, I like the 3D graphics. Let's try to do this more than, like, punches and stuff, more than grab. That was cool, but he blocked it. It's a little slow, it feels a little floaty when he jumps. It's definitely not super fast. And I don't think it's the game that's running slow, it's just he does move slower than your Street Fighter character. We might have to retry this. Yeah, we're gonna have to retry this. This is a little tricky. Just getting used to the gameplay. And I think every time I lose, I'm gonna pick a different fighter if possible. Just because... Let's hit start. Oh, okay, maybe you can't choose a different fighter in this game, which is very different than most fighting games. There might be a way to change it, but as far as I saw, we'd have to let the time run out. It doesn't really matter too much because we're on the first fight, but I guess unless I really don't like this guy's attacks, we're stuck with Akira. He's a little slow, but it looks like there are combos in this, similarly to like a Tekken combo type thing. Of course, I don't know how to do any of them, but we'll figure it out as we go, hopefully. I do want to check a couple things before we continue this next round. We did win that round, which is pretty good. There are some options. Oh god, what have I done? I went back to select fighter. Well, now that we're here, we can choose Sarah, I guess. Alright, so the second option brings you back to character select. Now we know. I was hoping it would have been a combo list, but I guess that's only in the manual. So, we got another chance to fight this guy. The more you know, the more you know. Now, I don't know if this game ever made it to North America. I'm assuming it did. It's a main SEGA game series. I don't know. I think actually better with Akira. I'm trying out different things, but I don't want to lose, so I'm going to be a little cheap here. A little cheap there, just doing the same attack, but just so I can survive to make it to the next round where I was originally with Akira. So it's not like I really want to do that too often. Try and do like a punch hit combo maybe. See what her grab's like, if I can get a chance to get up. Ooh, that did way too much damage to me. Wow. That like flying kick he did at me, like that just did way too much damage. Oh boy. And this is novice. I mean, there might be an easier setting that I don't know about, but you would think novice track would be, you know, at least the first stage would be a little hard. But then again, like, now that I'm thinking back to it, the very first Tekken on the PlayStation was pretty hard for its arcade mode. Heihachi was the boss of that one, and that was a challenge. I haven't played that in a while, but I think I actually have that game. Okay, we got knocked out once again. We did do at least one, but you gotta keep in mind this is the first time I ever played not only this game, but I think it's pretty much the first time I played a 3D Virtua Fighter, except for the one I did on the PS2, which I don't remember, and that was a rental. Pause for a sec. There's something on my controller. Alright. She has a nice, like, backflip jump, but it's not really an attack. It's more of a dodge, which is kind of interesting. I haven't tried the triggers, or the shoulder buttons. Looks like the shoulder buttons rotate your character around the arena. Like, you can go forward or backward, not like a plane, but just a circle around your opponent. Oh, that's pretty cool. I remember that. That's like a back and Z button, I believe. Yeah, like back and Z. She does like a backflip, but also kicks. This might be a video where we don't actually complete arcade mode. You know, with Darkstalkers, that was pretty easy. I mean, I'm familiar with Darkstalkers, and I can make it through that easily anytime. Street Fighter Zero or any of the Street Fighters, I can do those. This one I am unfamiliar with, so I'm trying to like learn as I fight, which is not always the easiest thing. Not only as learning the controls. Okay. Oh, he did the thing that I wanted to do, which was a backflip with a kick. We got one more fight. Let's try doing that from the start. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, now interestingly, there's like a body damage counter on the top too, and it was kind of cool how it did that. Like, I like camera work. I don't know why I did that. There's something I did maybe differently that activated that. I don't know what it was. If anyone knows in the comments more about this, let me know, please, because I don't know. There we go. Got him. And we're on to the next fight. I think. Yeah, okay, we're good. I wasn't sure if it was like a 3-round thing. There she is. See, it's very sharp resolution, especially on like the 2-dimensional text and stuff. The graphics are pretty smoothed out too on the 3D graphics too. Just everything looks really crisp, and like even more so than like your average PS1 game. So I'm wondering if the Sega Saturn, I don't know, I thought it didn't, but I'm wondering if the Sega Saturn had just a base resolution of the games running higher than your average PlayStation 1 game. I always thought the PlayStation 1 was a little more powerful, but and maybe it is, but I mean, even if it isn't, the resolution could be higher. It just looks really sharp. And I've been playing my PlayStation 1, the actual PS1. I have it hooked up down there right next to the Saturn. I've been playing that one recently. I'm playing the X-Files on the PlayStation 1, which is pretty cool. But yeah, more on that in my pickups video. That was a cool recovery I did. I'm getting the hang of it. I like how this level doesn't have a cage, but also it's not like Soul Calibur where you just fall off the edge. I like how it's like infinite ground. They need more fighting games with infinite ground. I know it's pretty basic and kind of like simple graphically, and like it's like not that exciting, I guess, but I like in fighting games where you don't have to worry about ring outs. I like when you don't have to worry about caging either. So that's pretty cool. So there's a cage, so like that's what I mean, like it's blocked off, so you can't really run at them or like kick them too far. This is kind of cool level, like a truck stop. You know, most games, well, not most games, but there's a lot of the games that are 2D fighters, you know, like Street Fighter and whatnot, 2-dimensional fighting games. And those you always have to worry about running into the side of the television, what I call, like basically the screen, which is always a short 2-dimensional plane. Like basically like your cage on those games is the TV itself. Well, that was weird. No, a little tricky. I was trying to grab him. Then he did this like slide. Yeah, it showed him the replay. He like slid underneath me. It wasn't an attack, but it's a dodge, which is kind of interesting in this one. They don't really do that, from what I remember. In Street Fighter, they don't do that. In this game, they have like attacks that aren't, well, they're not attacks. They're moves you can pull off. Why am I backwards? There's moves you can pull off in this game, apparently, that are not attacks, but they're dodges. So that's kind of cool. There's like a defense. I mean, I don't really know, you know, how to do them, but it's kind of interesting that there's not only just attack combos, but there's some kind of defense or evade combos too. So now we're on, we're just going to keep playing as Sarah, because I don't want to switch back and potentially have to do the first rounds again. Doesn't look like there's too many fighters in this game, in this first course. I mean, there is like other fighters, and plus a bunch you got to unlock. But it doesn't look like there's too many fighters in this first course, so it shouldn't take too long. Kind of like in, I think some of the Mortal Kombat games allow you to choose different pillars of enemies that you go through. This is kind of like that. You can choose your path a little bit. I'm just jumping all over. I don't even know what I'm doing. It looks like the bottom buttons on the Sega Saturn control, like these big bottom buttons, are like dodges mainly. At least for her, that's what I was pressing when I was jumping and stuff. But I've been using these top three for attacks, and I was thinking these are just like the hard attacks or heavy attacks, and then the light ones are on the bottom, but it doesn't seem like that. I don't really have enough time to play with it. See, that's like a high jump. Like maybe you can use them together as like a combo. I don't know. There's no like combo buttons either. You know, in Street Fighter you have like a combo button where you can activate like multiple button presses with one button. This one, it has like rotate around the arena. Okay, let's get him. No, facing the wrong way. There we go. Whoa! That was cool. I didn't know. I did not expect that. They have breakable. I mean, it's a very limited graphically environment, but they have destructible environments. They can break out of the cage too, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's nothing like Dead or Alive has, because Dead or Alive is like known for, well, multiple things, but it's known for having destructible fighting stages. And I think later Tekken games did it too. I don't know if Virtua Fighter ever did. I'm assuming they might have. It's kind of sad that Sega doesn't really make these games anymore. I mean, Sega's kind of like a very small company now compared to what it was in the 90s. But yeah, like they still could, you know, potentially make these games in this series. They could. We're gonna go a little bit longer than my usual Famicom Friday. Not super long, but long enough. So let's see how far we can get. Ooh, that was cool. I mean, I KO'd, I died, but I can jump off the cage too. I thought it was gonna throw me outside the cage there. So we gotta focus. I'm trying to grab him, but yeah, it didn't work. Slide. It doesn't look like there's any special super combo meter that you have to fill up like some of the other games I was playing. I keep missing that. Slam. Got him. No! Okay, I don't think I had enough health to keep going with that. I lost too much at the start. Let's keep trying. I don't usually get too like frustrated or worked up with fighting games because you know you're gonna get knocked out a lot. The matches are pretty quick. It's fun to learn combos and learn controls. It's just a little tricky on this one. It's a little different than I'd expected. The controls are not like your Street Fighter, and they're not really quite like your Tekken either. Tekken has like 2 for punch, like 1 for each arm pretty much, and 2 for your leg kicks pretty much. That's what Tekken's like. This one doesn't seem like that at all, for this character at least. And not with Akira either. I'm wondering if the Fighting Vipers characters control like the Fighting Vipers game, and the Virtua Fighter characters control like the Virtua Fighter's original game. That would be kind of neat if they kept the controls the same, but then like have them both in the same game. That's kind of a cool idea. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't played. I don't have Fighting Vipers to test it out, and neither do I have Virtua Fighter to test it out either. I have the Genesis Virtua Fighter, but not. I think it's on the Genesis Mini that I have. Is where I have it, but not this 3D one, which I think is different somehow. Because I don't remember Virtua Fighter being with these controls, but no. There we go. Gotta dodge and kick them back. Cool. Round 3. We gotta win this one. If I could grab them, that'd be great. And the grabs don't do that much damage, so I don't want to focus on that. I'm wondering if that kick can charge up. There's a little flash indicator that happens when you do the kick. That flip kick that I like to do. Yeah, like that. See, it kind of charges up a bit. Ooh, I broke his armor? That is pretty cool. I mean, once again, I died, but we gotta see something cool. Like, I didn't expect his armor to break off. That's pretty cool. I don't think every character would have that. Sarah doesn't really have any armor, but that is kind of interesting. Is this the first tournament fighter with armor breaking? I know like the new Soul Calibur does that. It's kind of a gimmick things are doing now. I don't think it really does that much effect, but it's cool to see. It's just another thing they could do with the animation. It's kind of cool to see. Huh. No! Oh. We were close. We were close. That was a close one. Oh, I got him with that. Where am I going? This is not like an easy game. It was driving nuts. There we go. I was saying this is not like... It says it's a novice course. Which, that might be true in comparison to the other courses. Or, it just might be a hard game overall. Whoa! I was wondering what would happen if he did a breakout, like, really close to the edge of the cage, because look how far he knocked me out there. Dang. Let's keep trying. If we can beat this guy, we'll end the video, but we'll see. See how far we can get. We'll make it to the next guy, at least. Mega Mint. Not Mega Man. UFO Diner. That's pretty cool. I don't like how there's no, like, auto turnaround. Like, a lot of two-dimensional fighters, they definitely have an auto turnaround most of the time. This one, you can kind of get stuck facing a direction. I thought I had him. I thought I had him. There we go. Okay. I know they're probably playing up the camera angle thing, like how it spins around before the round, just because it's like, oh wow, it's a 3D fighting game. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool though. Like for its time, you didn't really see these games everywhere. This is 96, by the way. I mean, it's not the first Virtua Fighter game. It definitely looks better than the other Virtua Fighter games graphically. I don't know. I wanted to get him with that. I had to get him with an ankle biter kick, as they call it. Kind of cheap doing a low kick, but you know what? It worked. Got me through it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the camera going through like 3D. We're fighting Shun, or Shun, however you want to pronounce that. Looks like an old drunken master fighting style. I feel like I'm better. I could be wrong about this. I feel like I'm doing better on levels without the cages for some reason. Maybe because we're not rotating around a circle, we're just kind of fighting straight forward. So I got perfect there. And we fought Pi a few fighters ago. It was also like this kind of stage, and I liked it, and we did pretty good on it. I was hoping to get a double perfect. I wonder if they even say that. I like doing that on fighting games where you get a perfect the next round, it'll be like double perfect. He's got like 3 like sake canisters. I'm wondering how he uses that for his attacks. I'm gonna not be able to do this one. No, I actually thought I might have been getting through that one. Oh, wait, I can attack when it's low? Okay, that's something. I don't know. Some games they don't let you attack when they're like down like that, but it's a little tricky. Oh no. Ooh. That was a cool kick. What is he doing? Just like dove at him. Took a dive. We got him. We might actually be able to get through this since we're cruising through these fighters right now. Pretty cool. Oh shit! I didn't even notice she was talking. I don't know what she said. It was a little muffled. Wow, she's got rollerblades. That's pretty cool. Grace. Oh wow, that means it's gonna be fast, right? I was talking about how Akira was slow and Sarah's kind of slow. No, Sarah's not that slow, but I think I might want to check out Grace because she's fast looking. She's got wheels on, of course. I don't know. Of course, she's probably gonna do a lot of kicks too. Ooh, she grabbed me and threw me in the cage, which is a move that you'd see a lot in Dead or Alive. That's a weird camera angle. I wonder if you can do like a combination grab like you can in the Dead or Alive games also. Okay. Okay, we're doing alright. We're 12-minute fight length. There we go. Okay, now we're tied. Let's try to... I was trying to do that. Ooh, that was awesome. That was a really cool move. I actually thought it was pretty cool. I don't even know how I did that, but by the way, that was pretty cool. Ooh, that was a pretty intense fight there. Like, I wasn't doing enough damage when I kicked her compared to the kicks that she was doing to me. I don't know why. Might have something to do with that rollerblades. Let's try it another time. I mean, another round, of course. We're gonna try to get through this. I don't think there's that many fighters. I didn't see on the list who was the final fighter. It might have been her. I thought it was a guy, though. Maybe I was thinking of the guy we fought before this. The last round was really cool. It was almost like cinematic the way we were fighting. It was cool. I don't know what I was doing, but it looked awesome. Be cheap. Ooh, wow. That was crazy. Okay. Let's try it again. I couldn't seem to pull off the same kind of kicks that I was doing previously, you know? That was pretty cool. I like that. Keep missing. It's really easy to miss because she jumps backwards as she's doing it, so you have to be really close to them, or have to have them like running towards you to, you know, to even pull it off. I mean, so far I'm really liking this. It's just the controls are taking me a while to get used to. Yeah, we got him. Let's try to win this next round too. Grab. Okay. I almost did that like cage jump thing. Oh. It's not looking good. Let's see, sometimes it does a stronger one. I don't know why. And it broke off her armor. She doesn't have her helmet on. Which is pretty cool that they have that in this. We're gonna have to try it again. Let's just keep trying. I think this might be the last fighter too. I could be wrong about that. I remember when I did Darkstalkers, I didn't really have that many continues. I think I had like one where I switched to fighter. When I did Street Fighter, I don't think I used any continues. I might have. This is really cheap. I don't know. I didn't know I could do this, but I kind of feel bad doing that. But then again, if it works. I mean, it's not against the rules to just punch at the same time every time. I like that there's a timer on the bottom right, that tells you how long you've been playing. That's pretty cool, because there is no time limit. I set it to infinite, which is 9999 pretty much, just stuck at, there's no timer. That's cool that there's also like a timer for like how long you've been fighting too, which is pretty cool. It doesn't stop when you lose, as far as I've noticed. Pretty cheap. They're cheap, but I'm doing it. Got her. Ooh, broke off the armor too. Look at that. Real close. No, they didn't really show it. I don't think they have like a camera control during the scenes like they do on Soul Calibur 2 and stuff like that. I guess there's one more fighter. There could be more too. We're fighting Lion. Although this is an open stage, so I could potentially do better on this stage than before. Looks pretty basic. It's just like a dude with a vest. I don't know. He could be pretty cool though. The stage is pretty cool looking. The Chinese fortress, I'm assuming. Or like maybe even like the Great Wall, I don't know. Come on, there we go. I was gonna say, we're so close. Dodged a couple there. For whatever reason, I do better on these open stages. Let me know if you guys have played this game, and do you have an easier time on these non-caged stages? Like, I almost got like a perfect this one. Okay, well, I kind of eat my words there. There we go. Got him with the up. Clam up. Sweet. It's every time there's these non-cage matches, I get them without, you know, without even trying, really. Or not, I was trying, but it was like, it's just a lot easier. I didn't have to, like, retry, was what I mean. Okay, we got Honey. I know her name was Honey. Then you got that bear in the background, which is actually a playable fighter. Which I kind of wanted to see the bear show up. That was pretty wild. Ooh, she's tough. Ah, that was close, that was close. Fighting Vipers.
Fight. Ready, go!
I don't really know how to do the stronger hit. Is it like you tap it multiple times or do you hold it down? I like that recover in the air that I did. That was pretty cool. Like an air, you recover yourself instead of falling down all the way. Which is helpful because then you don't have to worry about getting off the ground. Ooh, that whatever that did, she just did a lot of damage. Not over yet. She destroyed me with her butt. I don't know how that. I don't even know how that's an attack, but it is apparently. She's like, that was like a Princess Peach move on Smash. Okay, we gotta do this again.
Fight. Ready, go!
I'm surprised I wasn't able to grab her there. Oh, I was supposed to... Okay. A little confused there with the rotation. Ooh, that was tough. She has like cat hands. I don't know if it's just like the way she's fighting or holding her hands or like maybe it's her style, but some cat hands. Ooh, this is hard. Alright, we're gonna have to do this again, I'm assuming. Yeah, we didn't do so good that couple rounds. Let's try it again, for sure. I think this could be the last one. I know I said that like the last like 3 characters, but we gotta... Oh, she dodged over that leg. Seems like the Y button on the top center of your controller is going to be the one you're going to be pressing the most. At least with this fighter. She's got like a lot of great kicks. But the Z button and back is how you do that. There we go. I was trying to get like back far enough, but at the same time like not all the way back, but then get her like so I could do that flip. I don't know, it's really tricky. And she's like hardest one so far for sure. Her attacks are pretty quick and she does a lot of jumps. The Honey character that I'm fighting is what I mean. Ooh, that was where she did the sound effect for her attack, but she didn't pull it off. A little weird. I'll just say Virtua Fighter on this side of the screen. That's weird that she can like dodge underneath me like that. Oh, what? That backfired. That's cool. No! That was a close fight, but we didn't make it, so we gotta keep trying. We're gonna get this.
Ready, go!
Is that a new move I figured out? I don't know how I did that. Okay, I gotta stop trying out new moves. It's like it's not working. Turn around. I don't know. I think if you like stop attacking, she'll turn around quicker. But I don't know. It's weird when you're actually playing it.
Ready, go!
Ba-da-dow. Yeah. Heard that sound effect so many times. This might be my like breaking point on this level. I did the best the first time we fought. Wow, she just ran me into that wall. Let's just keep trying. No time to take a break.
Ready, go!
Like literally, because there's a time limit. This is tricky. This is tough. Oh, whoa. First you can jump on you when you're knocked down. It's like, I don't think most fighters can actually attack you when you're down, but she can for some reason. It's a little weird. Let's do this.
Ready, go!
I feel like I had better luck the first 2 rounds that we fought versus this one that we're on currently. Like, she's just doing a lot of kicks there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's like we get back in the groove, I guess. If it was an open area stage, I feel like I'd have a better chance. I don't know why that is. The open area stages are just easier for some reason. Gotta focus a little bit. I did pretty good in that fight. I only got hit once on that one. I'm just gonna do it again. A little off that time. Okay. Yeah? Hey. No? Oh. What crackers were they? Oh no, I didn't see any of those. I didn't hear those. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. That's kind of a cool jump there. Oh, I gotta turn around. Ooh, yeah, I got stuck backwards, and I think that messed me up, even though my health was pretty low. Hey, we still got a round 3, which I haven't had yet. I'll focus really hard on this one. There we go, clothing break, which I think lowers their health too, because it makes their health bar yellow. Or lowers their defense is what I mean. Okay. Whoa, I've never seen the opponent do that. See how her health is yellow? No. Oh. We were that close. We were very close that time. I think I can get it now. As long as she doesn't do that punch on the ground, which she did miss last time, but that seemed like that would have done a lot of damage to me. I think I'm kind of getting the hang of fighting against this character. There's little things you gotta look out for specifically for each character. It's kind of hard to describe. This character I'm fighting is pretty fast. does seem to help or affect their defense if you break off their armor, which you have to do. I'm assuming with a kick that's like flash, and then, or just a little flash, but like doesn't do it every time. You see that little like body meter on the side? There actually might be a higher version of, like, you might be able to break the armor twice. I don't know exactly how to do it, but occasionally when I do that, it'll break off the armor. Now I'm wondering if the armor breaks off. Oh, see, now it's lower. I'm wondering if that stays in the second round. We're gonna take a look and see if it does that. It looks like it does. So you just kind of gotta wear it down. There we go. Broke it off. There could be like a lower armor set too, so there's like double the clothing or armor destruction. Now Sarah Bryan doesn't really have that much armor on. She's just wearing like a shirt, like, and pants. So I'm not sure. Ooh, we messed up bad there. I'm not sure how that works. No one's breaking off her armor yet. She doesn't really have armor, but then she doesn't have the armor meter on her side either. So I don't know if that's just because I'm the player, so it doesn't show it, or if she just doesn't have it at all. Which is kind of an unfair advantage if you just always have the same defense. Other characters did not. But we're gonna try to recreate what I did last time, only with 2 wins. That was bad. She did that thing once again, which she hasn't done in a while, where if you're knocked on the ground, she can jump on you and do damage. That's what she got me with. This video is a little longer than I hoped for, but hopefully she's the last fighter. If she's not, I'll probably end it anyways. Or at least see how far I can get on my own. I feel like this could be the last fighter. She's very tough compared to the other two before her. And there was that guy with the skateboard. He was pretty tough. Okay. Yeah, that does a lot of damage where she actually knocks you down and then jumps on you again, which is kind of an unfair move. I don't know if every fighter can do something like that. Alright, here we go. Nice. Get the right level of dodge. I don't really do much punches. Why is grab not working? I had like 10 grabs there. Okay. You get to that point in a fighting game where your thumbs start to ache a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna edit out a couple rounds just because it's kind of repetitive. Come on, Viper. Fighting Viper. I feel like if you can get a good pattern on the first round, you have a better chance even on the second round or maybe the third round. I feel like once I get it going, it kind of works. Just gotta remember, like, which attacks actually work against this character that I'm fighting and which attacks do not. Yeah, I don't know how I would do an attack that's low but still strong. Maybe it would be the C button. I could be wrong about that. Well, that would have been a good time to grab. Be a little cheap there. Because I missed that opportunity. Usually, not always, you can be a little cheap and just kind of win that way. Like a repetitive, like usually like a leg sweep like that, or even something even easier than that. Just doing the same move over and over, but I don't know. I feel like it's not always the best thing to do. Even if it can help you win, it's still a pretty cheap thing to do in a fighting game. Beat her, got her. I'm pretty sure that clothing damage meter where it's like, oh look, I got both turned to red. Maybe that's just because she's KO'd. I'm pretty sure that actually lowers their defense, so they'll take even more damage than before. And that was the final fighter on this game. So we got the staff. Credits rolling here. What is this? Stage 1? I'm wondering if that's an actual replay of me. It's probably a pre-recorded replay. That's kind of cool if they do show that. Well, maybe. Maybe not. No, I don't think that's how I fought them. If this actually has, like, recorded replays, that's really weird. Why is it cheapy? If it actually has pre-recorded replays of, like, your actual gameplay, that's pretty advanced. I don't know if it does or not. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like what I was doing, but I can't remember exactly either. Now, once again, this brings me back to my pet peeve of gaming, which I talked about extensively on my Street Fighter video, and a little bit on my Darkstalkers video, and I bring it up every time I play a fighting game. Oh, that's cute. When you beat a fighting game with one character, especially in a game like this, it's not game over. You're not done with the game. You gotta beat it with every fighter, and hopefully we unlocked a fighter by doing this, because it looked like there was like at least, I'm gonna say like 8, maybe more, different characters to unlock. There's a lot of characters in this game. If you compare it to other games around this time, oh, it's a Virtua Cop there. If you compare it to other fighters around this time, this actually has a lot of fighters. Comparing it to like Darkstalkers or Street Fighter 02, I think this has more fighters. And not only more fighters, maybe it was my recording, it looks familiar. But not only more fighters, but they're all 3D, so it seems like that takes a lot more to do. But not necessarily. I mean, these 3D models are good, but they're not that good. So they're different for their time. But they're also, I mean, two-dimensional artwork can be pretty detailed and time extensive to draw, too. So, yeah, just entry my name, entry your name here. I got beat, of course I as Sarah. Cool, cool. I just want to check if we unlocked anything. So I'm going to go straight to training mode. And keep in mind there's a survival mode, versus mode, and a team battle mode. Let's check out training. Let's just see if I unlocked anyone. Doesn't look like I did. I don't know how to unlock new characters. And then before we quit, I want to see what's up with this bear character, AkumaChan. Or Chan, how do I pronounce that? It reminds me of some of the animal characters in Tekken. Like Akuma. Okay, what the heck? This is not what I expected this character to play like. He's not even like really a bear. He's like a guy in a bear costume is what he is. I wonder if he can break the costume apart. Just look at him. He just waddles. This is so weird. It's pretty funny actually. Like, what? Let's see what kind of moves he's got. He's got that. He's got. That's his kick. Come on. What is this? What? Okay, what's this? I'm just pressing on the buttons. That was C. This is X, Y, Z. Z is just spin around for some reason. C is that, B is that, and A is that. This is crazy. I don't know what's up with this character, but he was nuts. Like, whoever invented this character is awesome, because this is just the craziest character I've ever seen. Maybe this might be up there with like the craziest character I've ever seen in a mainstream fighting game. Like, this is crazy. Like, not only like is it like crazy to see, but like to think that someone actually thought to put this in a fighting game and just have on the cast of characters is just like, that's pretty crazy. Like in like a funny way, but also like a why kind of way. Like, I don't. Oh my gosh, this is just weird. This is wild. I don't know why they even put this in here, but it's pretty cool. Alright everybody, that was it for today's Happy Beard Games Famicom Friday. We checked out Fighters MEGAMIX for the SEGA Saturn. We played through all of one-player arcade mode, mainly as the character Sarah. We also checked out Akira, and then we checked out a little bit of the AkumaChan character, which is just crazy. Alright everybody, thanks for watching once again. If you like this video and want to see more Famicom Fridays, please be sure to subscribe, leave me a like, share it with your friends, leave me a comment letting me know what you think. Did you play Virtua Fighter series growing up? And also, what do you think about some of the questions that I asked about during the video? You can also leave me a donation on my Ko-fi page, And please stay tuned for more How You Heard Games' Famicom Fridays right here on How You Heard Games. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Bye!